Hello MachinimaRealm, my name is Italics and I am here today as a part of Less Than 60, where I have the pleasure of presenting to you 3 Minecraft builds on the PC each week, and I have less than 60 seconds to present each one. In the description of this video you will find download links to all of the builds covered in each video so that you can explore them in more detail, and there you will also find a link to the texture pack used in this video. The first build we're going to be discussing today is MachinimaRealm, a build by Lourdes. This is a dark temple that has been situated in the middle of the Nether. As such, it employs a color palette of primarily blacks, grays, reds, and a little bit of wood texture thrown in here and there. The first thing that stands out about this build is without a doubt the spire that stretches to the heavens. Very ornate, decorative, and complex, utilizing its color scheme very effectively. There's a nice little design at the top as the darkness kind of funnels up the tower, I suppose, and releases at the top is what it kind of reminds me of. Also, looking down, there's a nice attention to detail as far as the spires and the rocks kind of protruding from the ground to indicate that even though this temple is obviously a feat of great skill, the elements of the Nether have started piercing it and trying to take back and claim the land that once belonged to it. It's a great looking temple, exterior and interior, and it's got a good theme to it. The second build we're going to be talking about today is the Palace of Rosen by Valeris. Now, while this build is not technically a temple, we're going to suspend our disbelief because the lore of the Palace of Rosen makes it sound as holy and sacred as the other 2 builds we've been talking about. What I like about this Palace of Rosen is the color palette. It's got very rich red and gold that makes it look very royal and regal. The courtyard as well has a great design with the hedgework and the fountains and the streams that are kind of running from the palace towards the outer gate walls, and the walls themselves, as well as the towers that mount them, look very detailed. I love the fact that there are many different types of blocks used on this structure, and it gives it a nice sense of depth. It's not just flat walls anywhere. There are holes and little crevices all over the structure of the Palace of Rosen. Now, the only downside to this build is probably the interior, which has been the smallest out of the 3 builds. The third and final build for today's video is also the largest. This is Gates of Immortal by That Old Kid, and it's an astounding 700 blocks in length. It took That Old Kid 4 months approximately to complete this build. But while it is the largest, it's also the most lacking for colors. What really populates the colors on this particular build are the trees and the grass and the water. Other than that, all of the structure is pretty much gray stone, cobblestone, and materials like that. A lack of colors, however, is not a detraction from the complexity and the beauty that is Gates of Immortal. It's a wonder to behold because everywhere you look, everywhere you turn, there is incredible attention to detail and the minute. What impressed me the most is you continue to go further and further back in this temple, and there's always a new centerpiece. You look at it, it's quite kind of simple, maybe just a circle or a tree, but then you look around and you see just how much is surrounding that one centerpiece. It's symmetrical and it's gorgeous. So now that you've seen all 3 builds, what I need you to do is vote on which one is your favorite. The way you can do that is by heading to the comments below this video and typing in a number sign and then either number 1, number 2, or number 3. That is how I'm going to tally your votes. Now, you can type anything else that you want, comments about which build you thought was best and why, but in that comment just include a number sign and the number that you liked the best. That's how I'm going to know who wins. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will be back next week on Less Than 60 Minecraft PC builds. My name is Italics, and I will see you next time.